my favorite thing to do is to connect with my students, see what they're doing, their projects, and I actually have like a real like intimate connection with this building here because it's like from the very beginning we've been talking about this
Literally,
building.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
uh,
joined right before I got this.
yeah,
So
yeah. So like I mean, this is a great transformation here. Just even just looking at the pictures, I haven't seen it now. Parking lot, you had cars with like a whole bunch of junk in it and stuff like that.
yeah.
Remember when we
Oh
went
yeah.
through it, and like it's everything's cleaned up, you know, and it makes a big difference.
Yeah.
And I think what you've started is something really transformational on the street.
Yeah, the whole neighborhood.
Because everybody starts to clean up their properties because then they see, oh, there's value in doing that. So it's incredible. So just kind of go quickly with what you did here.
Sure. So picked it up last year in August. From there, we've spent a bunch of money on renovations and cleanup. Going to be at 19 units renovated by the end of May. Otherwise, outside, some work outside. The boiler exploded pretty much right after I bought it.
That happens, guys. You know, that's like if you haven't had a boiler, just kind of go out in the middle of winter. You're not in real estate right now.
Even better, in the middle of winter, someone left a window open and a boiler line froze and exploded, and that flooded
Nice.
all 4 goddamn units underneath it, and that was the unit we just finished renovations
Yeah,
in,
yeah.
so we had to redo it all over again. So that was shitty. Whatever, you know. Lots of lessons learned.
What were some?
But,
So for our friends that are watching this right now, what are some key lessons that you learned throughout this whole transformation?
Main one, give yourself permission, just do it.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the like holdbacks on what I was doing was just me being scared to like take that step forward, and I don't like that feeling.
Yeah.
So
You don't like the feeling of something that is out of your control holding you back.
yeah, like but even kind of more specific than that, I know what I have to do, but I'm scared to do it.
Yeah.
So then I procrastinate it, and I started asking myself, what am I actually procrastinating? And I just made a list, and then I started going like, how do I get rid of this? Do I just do it?
Yeah.
Do I delegate it?
Yeah.
Or do I forget about it forever?
Yeah.
And just kind of 1, 2, or 3, and then I just went
I
through,
love that.
and then just go, and then now like, someone was talking to me yesterday about like a 4-plex. They're like, how long should it take us to renovate? A year? I'm like, no, man, dude.
Yeah.
Please don't take it a year,
Yeah.
because like our market's changing so quickly right now too.
Yeah.
Um,
It needs to be bam,
ASAP.
bam, bam.
Think of it like a flip where
Yeah.
every day you're not on the market, or every day you're not income generating, you're burning money, and like
you're hemorrhaging money at some point.
hemorrhaging your
Yeah.
buttholes like that big, just pouring out cash. So you just gotta go fast.
So you gotta tighten the butthole, okay? You gotta tighten the butthole.
That's
You know,
the lesson learned.
so what was some like big challenges that you had with this project? I mean, we're talking about 33 units. It's not a 4-plex, guys. It's not for the faint of heart. You know what I mean?
So that was my biggest building before this. The biggest challenge I think at the start was first just getting financing together. So like we talked about this 3 days before closing, my financing completely fell apart. I've talked to a few people about kind of the details why, but long story short, make sure that you really understand your letter of intent before going into the commitment letter and putting in a deposit, because I lost $15K on that deposit that I had to kind of just eat. So
right off to the learning gods.
yeah, yeah, exactly. Learning university.
But you know what? Like, you can't get away from those challenges.
Esther
right?
actually termed it really nicely. I like that term that she said. She calls it speeding tickets.
Yeah.
You want to move fast, you pay the fine. And I'm actually very okay with that. It's hard sometimes to say objectively, well, I paid $15,000 for this mistake.
Yeah.
But on a bigger scale, when you say, well, it was only $15,000 to get this deal done.
Yeah.
You know, it's different. You frame it differently.
If you do a phase 2 environmental, that's like a $15,000. I mean, that's part of the due diligence process. You know.
Yeah.
No, that's
that was one big challenge. The boiler exploding pretty much right away.
Yeah.
Another, I don't know, just unexpected cost.
Yeah.
The leaks, the break-ins, the mailboxes. There's so many different.
Mailboxes actually this is something very important. Like you have mailboxes here.
Yeah.
And if someone damages, I mean, like I remember we were talking about it. How long did it take to get?
It was almost 7 months, 6 months
Yeah.
to get mailboxes in. because just that's how long it takes on the supply chain right now. So that was really frustrating for both the tenants and myself, where we can't serve things properly, or we can't notify people. They have to go to a mail depot. We have older clients that can't do that even. So then we made an agreement with Canada Post where they're doing like a weekly delivery for those clients. That type of thing is just a weird challenge, and I didn't know how expensive those things were either. So yeah, that's just different. The main challenges, I would say, were unexpected costs, just like any project. But then also the people element, where like we had this girl door knocking all the doors in here to try and get some clients for her night job, and she ended up getting.
Well, she's an entrepreneur, right? So she decided to take it into her own hands, right?
But she did get a client, and this client, they had a really good time. So good, in fact, that the client ended up going to the hospital. So while he was in the hospital, she started her other job.
I'm trying to think what possible service you could that would end up. We'll take that offline. Crazy.
But it transitioned very quickly into her other job, which is stealing all of his stuff. So that was an interesting dilemma as well.
One thing that as a real estate investor, you're going to quickly realize, it takes all kinds of people to make a world, right?
Oh yeah.
And then you wonder to yourself, why do people either live this way, or why do people act this way? You know what? That's just part of society.
I stopped asking why. I just know, okay, I would never do this, but hey,
that's someone's. People have their own things. No, man. No, you've done an incredible job here. You're going to take us through some of the units.
Yeah, let's go through. I'll take you to a 2-bed, a bachelor, and 1-bed.
Okay.
That we're staging actually right now to get some pictures.
And we'll stay real quiet. While we walk through the
hallways,
the common areas, and then we'll get into it inside. But it's good. You guys can see. You guys can see around. Beautiful. No, these people here. This kind of common area, I'm wondering what was their objective when they built this.
Just to cover the stairs for mice.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And you're on camera over there too. So there's 2 cameras there.
This is still under rental.
Yep. So we have people sleeping in here.
Yeah.
So we just threw a door on it because one day I got the shit scared out of me.
Nice. So you did flooring for the common area.
Yep.
Okay, look at this. I'm moving in. Nice. Okay. So all the units very similar.
This is a pretty typical 2-bed.
Yeah.
So basically in here, to save some money, I went with conduit.
Yeah.
Rather than because it's concrete, it's like pure concrete. So the drilling, the cutting, whatever, would have taken way too much time. There's still a little bit of a checklist in here for you guys to wrap up before pictures on Tuesday. But that's one way.
And this is you staged it to show the units. That's a really good point, guys. If you want to give people the feeling of things are really changing, and some people need an idea of what the units are going to look like. So it's really good to stage them. Yeah.
So that's why I did one of kind of each type of unit, a 2-bed, a 1-bed, and a bachelor. So in here, we're gonna get some curtains up and whatever else, feel a little homey. Obviously, a TV could be mounted over here and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, water rads that I just painted and left it. New countertops, new kitchens, new appliances. Just not expensive stuff. This building,
just quick, boom, boom. It's just the people need to change.
That's right. So but in this transitionary period, it's not worth spending all sorts of money because it's not yet there.
Yeah.
It's in the transition period. So it's going from a C building to a B building. And then when it goes from B to A, then you can reno again, spend some more money again, but right now it's not worth it. But kitchen, laminate countertops, So,
What big difference? Like just doors.
Yeah.
No new doors, new door handles.
yep, these are Amazon, like
Yeah.
$14 a piece.
Yeah, this is I've never seen these ones like that.
But like a decent sized bedroom,
Yeah.
nothing crazy at all. So,
You got a nice view here. Look at this.
yeah, especially when the fun people in Adelaide are walking by.
Yeah. So this is a new window.
No, I actually just refreshed the window, so I
Okay.
replaced the pane.
Okay.
They had like a weird hole cut out here. I don't know why.
But this the mechanical stuff.
Oh yeah, like that stuff is the vinyl is relatively new, but
Yeah.
I did replace like some of this stuff over here too.
Yeah.
So.
Nice.
And then new bathrooms. So, just a little bit of touch-ups,
Nice.
you know. But new tub, new toilet, new vanity. Those are the ultra high efficiency 3-liter per flush toilets. So they're saving me approximately.
So and you turned over 19 units. Did you put all the toilet?
There's going to be 33 new toilets. in there when
33.
I'm done,
Yeah.
Yep.
Nice.
But the savings is insane on those.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
So give us some of the
So
metrics.
these ones are 3-liter per flush. The other toilets that were in here were high efficiency at like 6 liters per flush.
Yeah.
So it's cutting the water bill in half.
Yeah.
Almost.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say full half, but basically you're going from, I don't know, $1,000 or so in water to around 700.
Yeah. And these people take a lot of shit. So you want-
Everyone's like, so,
Yeah.
yeah, that's kind of one of the.
Well, this is what we found during COVID. People were home more.
Yeah. The water bill went up.
Yeah. People go to the bathroom more, take more showers. People,
They're spending more time at home
Yeah.
in general, right?
Yeah.
We have the tub here, so I like to put the tubs in the 2 beds because typically a family has like a daughter or a kid or something like that. But in the 1 beds or bachelors, I'm
Yeah.
okay doing showers.
Yeah. I remember when we originally were looking at the numbers, we're like, we gotta get if we get to 14, if we could turn over 14 units, this would make everything. It would make it a win.
Yep.
You went to 19,
19, still like 2-3 more to go.
so it'd be 23. So then there'd be like only 10 legacy
Yep.
tenants in here.
And they're great.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
we don't have any issues with them at all. But the few more that we do have a lot of issues with, they're paying rent and whatever
Yeah.
else, but they just don't clean up. They're
Yeah.
destroying their unit.
Well, this is like
So-
and because I have this YouTube channel, and I'll get like comments. You guys are trying to get people can't find homes, but you're actually revitalizing the area. Like
The
you're
whole
making
neighborhood's
things
different.
better, right?
The
Like,
whole neighborhood's different, and like for the people that are saying stuff like that, it's very typically they don't know the reality of how bad it actually is.
Yeah.
Like I can show pictures and videos of literally the guy scooped his poop out of the toilet and spread it
Oh
everywhere.
my God!
Like that is not normal.
Yeah. Well, there's obviously health issues.
Oh, yeah.
Right. And then this is my biggest thing is the actual landlord-tenant board that's creating these problems.
Yeah.
Because there's people you see, you're like, you know what, I could take a chance on this guy, but the stakes are too high.
Yeah.
Right? You can't even take
It's
a chance because you can't get.
risk.
Yeah.
It's a bet, right?
And like you just can't.
Mhm.
And so what happens? People don't take people end up on the streets. So we were just driving by here
Yeah.
by the river. You got all these tents
Yeah.
going up, and that's very common across Ontario,
Yeah.
right? And I think it's that rent control where
Yeah.
people can't take. You can't take a chance.
It's a $30,000 bet that they're gonna pay on time and not damage your stuff, right?
Yeah.
So when it takes so long to get the bad people out, the good people suffer too.
Yeah.
So I know the one bad apple spoils it for everyone type of thing.
Yeah.
But it's a huge financial risk and burden to take that risk. So
Yeah.
we can't.
Well, you know what? This whole place has been transformed. You even see in the parking lot. You got not a lot of cars. Where is everybody?
There's like a lot.
Because now I see there's a lot of things you can do with this land.
Yeah, there's a lot back there.
I mean, like you got even the amount of parking that you need is probably up to this line
This
here.
is 34 spots basically.
Yeah, but not even counting the back spot, the back area where it has the grass.
Yeah.
I mean, You could probably do storage
Yep.
lockers there. I mean,
Something like that, yeah,
yeah.
pay it out, so.
Yeah.
Our next unit we're going to was just demolished and is starting to be turned over, but it's
Oh,
another two beds,
I
so.
love that. I love that.
So-
I love the transition.
Here's you guys.
And what's can we highlight the dog? What's the dog's name?
Hero,
Struggling.
having fun.
And here just paint, and oh yeah, look at this. Now we're in the thick of things.
It's like we even got a grocery cart.
Yeah. This is same layout.
Same, identical to the last unit we're in.
Yeah.
So this is where it started.
Yeah. Nice.
Here, I'll get rid of this.
Yeah. Nice. Nice. We love fresh, we love new. Hey, watch this. So you're these plates, right?
Yep.
I was talking to another investor. You can go and get them custom made because you can't order them anymore.
So what I actually found, even
Yeah.
cheaper than that, is Home Depot sells the 10-foot long by 6-foot fascia covers for the roof.
Okay.
They fit perfectly.
Yeah, but there's actually like you go to like a metal sheet metal
Fabricator.
fabricator, and you can make custom
Oh, nice. Okay.
to fit them exactly like because they don't make these anymore. And this is a big issue right now because
Yeah.
you have a lot of boilers, and then at the end of the day, you can do everything to the property, and that doesn't look quite right. You know?
Yeah, that's true. So I don't know. That's
cool.
like my little hack that I
Yeah.
that I found fits. It's just like a 6 by 6 foot, and I just cut it to length. The guys kind of clip it on because it sits on the lips.
Yeah.
And then just a one sheet metal screw on either end.
Yeah. Yeah. Nice.
A little bit of work to do in here still.
Oh, great job.
Bathroom started.
And so this is is this the last unit that?
No, there's this one and one other that's like kind of about to start, and then I got 3 more coming after this. So.
So give us the just quickly the rent increase.
Sure.
From what you were the average rent. You can just go average. Average rent
800.
800, and then now we have
Average 14.
1400.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a big difference.
Yeah, so the 2-bed was 800 as an example, and then the new 2-bed rent's about 1650.
Nice. Nice. I love it. I love it. And then these ones are obviously
Yeah, just toss
scrap,
it,
yeah.
just collecting scrap, I guess, to do
Yeah.
one big run all at the same time. So I just get cheap new appliances. Costco's been good. Best Buy, commercial has been good. So I'm talking about $600 stoves, $600 fridges, $300 dishwashers.
We have
Brand new stoves, too.
what's our
Kingsbury
yeah
distributor. He's
Yeah.
like a wholesaler for properties and property management companies.
Nice.
yeah. But I think it's around the same.
Yeah.
Roughly around the same price.
It was weird though, like, I'd never bought like 50 appliances before, and then the whole truck came. I was like, oh shit, those are the whole truck. It's different, it's weird, it's cool.
Yeah. No, I love it. Well, I remember one time we were getting a big shipment. We were on our mastermind.
Yeah. I'll take you guys down to boiler laundry.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Let's go ahead.
Really good.
Yeah. Nice. You get put chains or on the camera, you got issues.
Dude, that was bad. So this is
Oh, look at this.
brand new baby here.
Oh
This
man.
one's a year old.
This kind of stuff turns me on, right? Like think about the efficiency. Yeah, and like no, I'm just saying like the efficiency of like how things are done now versus like these big massive boilers that you had way back when, and you have a backup, right?
Yeah, so this is a master slave situation here.
Yeah,
Thing.
yeah.
Expansion tank. I got 4 water heaters. This one probably got a year or 2 left on it. The rest are okay. Other plumbing issues that I've noted up here, you can kind of see some of the pitting and leaking.
Yeah.
So those are going to be addressed at some point this year as well.
Yeah.
Got a couple sump pumps in the building. Can't complain too much though.
Well, the thing about this is a new pump here, right?
Yeah, new pump,
Yeah.
new boiler.
So an old boiler, you probably had to change the pump like all the time.
Yeah, like, so there's the old pump here as an example for this boiler.
Yeah.
But it's also relatively new.
Yeah.
And then you can see another pump over there. Those 2, those are pretty old, but
Yeah.
relatively new.
Yeah. This is sexy. Like I mean, like where was the boiler before?
It was still here. It was
Yeah.
mounted, but it took up.
Oh, but it was
kind of
so it was like at least not even 20 years old. It was like a 20-year-old boiler.
I would say like 20. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was still an NTI.
Yeah.
But just beat up. Like the heat exchanger had a hole right through it.
Yeah.
So.
No, these are great.
And then
We have a lot of these. I think we have them at a lot of our properties. the
They're
same ones.
great. They're really
Yeah.
efficient.
Yeah.
I think gas bill dropped by like 40%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It pays itself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's worth it. We'll hop over to the
It's worth it, but it sucks when you have.
cameras, and I kept the whole cameras too, so we can tap into either system.
Yeah. It's worth it.
Oh yeah.
This the front. Is this the front entrance?
So we usually have cleaners coming in every couple of weeks. Keep it tight.
Yeah. This was.
If you guys have seen those videos of them like tearing apart those mailboxes, they spray painted this camera, but they forgot about this one. So,
Nice.
yeah, little vending machine, and we'll go into another finished unit.
Okay.
So this is a
It's a nice, cute little. So, tell me why you want to rent this place.
little battery unit. Yeah, it'll be staged by Tuesday.
Okay.
So basically imagine though for a sec, if you can imagine those 2 beds that we had walked into. You walk in the front door, there's the kitchen, the living room, and then the hallway, the 2 bedrooms.
Yeah.
The previous owner took one of those 2 bedrooms and split this.
Mm.
So this is the living room of that 2 bedroom,
Okay.
kitchen of the 2 bedroom.
So you're renting 2 units.
Yep. And then the hallway goes into that other side.
And obviously they couldn't put the they couldn't put the plumbing. They had to put the plumbing.
So that's
above.
where this pen comes in. So they raised it, but this would have been the hallway to the bedroom, or the part of the bedroom.
Yeah. It's a cute little bachelor.
Yeah. So I fit a full-size dishwasher. It'll be full-size stove, full-size fridge, right here actually, and yeah, it's going to be like a nice little space for someone. Fully renovated bathroom as well. I put a shower in here just because it was kind of small. All brand new Moen fixtures, high efficiency stuff. And then, of course, ultra high efficiency toilets, so
Beautiful.
keep it tight.
Yeah.
We'll head up to the last unit that we're going to look at, or maybe, we'll see. That's a 1 bed that's coming up furnished now, so
1 bedroom.
depends how much people want to see. I got
What's
more to
the-
show.
Eh?
I got more to show.
Yeah, let's go, let's go.
So let's just wait up.
Left. You can do the flooring on the steps.
You bet. but just needed the riff
You
raff
gotta
kind of.
finish the renos.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love the telephone. This is how the people here are gonna live. So Peter, you're coming over for tea, right?
So yeah, a little 1-bed unit.
Yeah, nice.
This one was full of cockroaches actually before. Now it's obviously not. If you notice the slight shit smell in the hall, that's because we had a tenant that I was talking about earlier literally scoop it out of the toilet and Picasso it everywhere over the whole unit. But anyways. Yeah.
Cool.
We wanted that new balcony, here it is.
Yes, sir.
Still gotta do like window cleaning on the outside and stuff, but I'm leaving that for now.
Yes, this is.
We had people breaking into the apartment building here.
Mm-hmm.
They climbed up on this awning and then broke into here. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, a few more little touch-ups and stuff to do in here.
Hey,
but-
you know what? It's so interesting, like seeing the end product, or almost the end. After like all our conversations and all. I mean, like I have a real like connection with this building.
Yeah.
And then just to see it all come together.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thanks, it's coming.
How do you feel? How do you feel?
I feel good.
Yeah,
I feel like it's almost there. It was really intimidating at the start, but I don't know. You're there. The network's there. Like we can kind of figure out whatever comes at us. So yeah, I'll take you guys to two more.
Yeah.
One of them is going to be a unit I just evicted people from, and another one is just going to be an empty
Yeah.
2-bed.
Cool.
So,
Cool. I love the staging.
yeah, it's on the other one. So yeah, full finished bathroom in here too.
Can we see the bathroom? What is nice? It's cute.
This way.
No.
This way.
So it's a 3-story walk-up.
Three-story walk-up with the basement. Okay, so 4 levels of units.
Yeah. We have.
Hey Dave, come on.
Hey, how are you doing? Thanks. We have a 4-story walk-up, and we're always having issues with the 4th story
Yeah, you were saying.
because people don't want to bring their stuff all the way up.
So I wanted to take you actually into this because you remember this one. I know you do. This is the one with the graffiti everywhere.
Oh yes.
Pile of
yes.
garbage to the ceiling.
Yes, that was.
The whole shop that full of cockroaches.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Crazy. And when there's going to be some. If people don't treat it, you're going to have an infestation.
Yeah.
And so just resolve that. And then you
So it took about 6 months of basically treatments every 2-3 weeks. We rotated between 5 different chemicals, and it cost a lot of goddamn money. But basically, in this building, in this unit specifically, we nuked it. Basically, what that means, just imagine like a chemical bomb that is so thick that you can't see in front of you. That's how much.
And they all start running out. They're like.
They run out and then they die.
Yeah.
And then like I have videos on my Instagram that I posted of us just like with the shop back. I'm just goes from black to like floor because that's how many fucking cockroaches were. It's disgusting. And we filled up the whole shop back.
And it doesn't. You got to continue the treatment.
So that was round 1. Round
Yeah.
2, same thing happened. It wasn't obviously a full one that time, but round 2, round 3, round 4, we did it for every 3 weeks for 6 months to get this cleaned out, right? So it costs a lot of money to do that, but obviously it's worth it.
About how for because you have to know it's the whole building, right?
Just under 20K.
20K.
Yeah.
And but there at the end of the day, there's a solution.
Yeah, exactly. So this used to be actually like a one bedroom type of thing. There was a wall here with a little entryway into this, and this was fully piled full of garbage. There's like graffiti, holes punched in the wall. There's a cat abandoned in here too. But I figured it would be a better bachelor than a shitty one bed.
Yeah,
Even though like one beds can technically get a little bit more money, but a nice bachelor will get close.
Yeah.
And you have a tenant that's actually going to appreciate the space and stuff. So we have 3 of these type of thing. So yeah, so new appliances going in soon. They'll finish up the backsplash, whatever. This should be done this week.
Yeah.
So for anyone saying like, oh, how long should this take? What you see now, 1 week from now, it'll be done. So
Speed, you can't try to do it on like on weekends and evenings when you're not working. Like if you're working and you can't be here, hire someone to get done, yesterday.
yeah.
And you gotta be on them.
And like, there's other ways, obviously, to accelerate that where you have crews on the weekend and stuff like that too. I actually stopped doing that because my guys were getting burnt out. And I expect a lot of them, but they need to rest too. So the timelines are tight, but not tight enough that my people have to die.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's going really good so far. I'll take you to
One thing that
one
I
more.
saw that you're painting
Yeah, it's a relatively cheap accent to do.
Yeah,
I like
but
how it
yes, I like it. I really
So those are like $12 from Home Depot. The new tone, like 10 by 9, whatever. To put a new grate on, just to upgrade it. And I like the black. So I do black fixtures everywhere. It looks good in pictures and everything with the contrast. I do like a $1.76 per square foot 12 by 24 tile, which is like a whiter tile with the black hardware. I think it looks good.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the black hardware too, like those.
It makes a difference when people walk by. And when people come in, they're like, oh, there's some detail here. People care.
So another like kind of cost saving thing here, I ended up going with the surround rather than tile on the bachelor because you can't really command much higher anyway at this point in time.
Yeah.
So at some point, when this unit turns again in like 3 to 5 years, I'll wrap it in tile.
Yeah.
That's cool. But for now, it's still a transitioning building. It's not worth it. So. And then the last one is just at the end of the hall. So all these lights are new.
Yeah.
All the LED.
Nice, guys. Getting the full walkthrough. You're getting the full walkthrough. Let me see. Just want to see. Did questions come up?
No, well, a couple comments, but I couldn't see because it was in the dark.
All right. All right, so we had a sewing factory here.
This is the one where they were just evicted.
Yeah.
So this is from Monday to now, Saturday. This is kind of where we're at.
Yeah, this.
So you know all those the hardware you said was new. This is what they all look like.
Yeah, so you just
I
changed.
said, hell no. I can't afford that. This is gonna get sanded down and spray painted with
Nice.
gloss trim clad paint, and then it looks brand new again.
Yeah.
So
It's funny what things look like when they're just cleaned out.
yeah. So we'll clean it up. We'll put a new painted glass in for the broken one.
Yeah.
The cost on that's about $200 versus $2,000, let's just say. So.
Nice.
Kitchen for the most part we're gonna keep, but I'm just gonna change the countertop, add a dishwasher end panel, and then redo the plumbing here. So new countertop, it's about $400. Keep the sink, clean it up, new fixture, high efficiency. Dishwasher end panel, it's about $80, and the dishwasher about $500 installed. So.
And this water?
This water, so we actually had a leak in this unit. Our plumber was in here like just before we came.
Oh, is it coming from?
No, it's just shaking. Yeah.
Okay.
But I'll show you where that leak is. So. Bedroom, but in here is one of the leaks. So there's shut-off valves in the closet here. Right here, they were leaking.
Okay.
So if you saw my Instagram story from yesterday, my drip, it's there at the bottom there. Those 2 shut-offs were leaking.
We're going in downstairs?
Leaking through the 3 units underneath, yeah. So a little bit of paint damage. And then here, we have this bucket being changed out every goddamn time. So these are all like replaced too. So this whole thing's coming out though.
I like their way of caulking.
Duct tape? You like that?
That's that's pretty smart.
But you know those bathroom fan covers I was telling you about?
Yeah.
So you can get actually just replacement kits. It's like 20 bucks for the motor and then another 10 or so for the cover. And then it looks brand new and you don't have to replace anything inside. And then we will replace, like, I'll take down all the tiling and put a new vanity and toilet tub. But I tried refinishing tubs. It doesn't work that good.
The tub has to be like salvageable, right? Like there's some tubs that are just gone, you know.
Yeah.
And if people have been refinishing the tubs for a while, might as well get a new.
Yeah, it's like 200 bucks for a tub, another, let's say 100 in labor, so let's just call 500 bucks a tub to put in new stuff, and then it's better than, it just looks like garbage. In the pictures, the tenants don't like it looks dirty, no matter how much you clean it. So.
You need brand new so people can appreciate it.
Yeah.
And you know what? It's hard when you take out a tub because you see all the secrets.
Yeah, oh yeah.
But you feel good after you put it in because you know that there's nothing there that can harm you.
On an old building that I bought, like a heritage building, when we took out the tub, we actually saw bell traps, not P traps.
Okay.
And bell traps are super dangerous because they corrode at the bottom and all the water just flows right out.
Yeah.
And if we hadn't taken out the tub, we wouldn't have caught that.
Exactly.
So that's not an example.
Yeah.
So you add some cost, but you save yourself a lot of headache down the road.
So for our friends that are watching this, they're 33 units. You transformed this not only this building but the area. So what would be some tips? What are some things that if they want to do this, what should they think about?
Like the first thing is just make sure that people know to come to you with a deal like that.
Yeah.
Deal flow. Yeah. So in this case, actually, I was talking to Franklin, and he had introduced me to this realtor who had him and Franklin had made this deal. It's like a 12-unit bachelor, kind of no parking, and that's not really what I was interested in. And I was just chatting to the realtor, and he was saying, oh, well, like, I think I have this other thing. I was like, cool, like, all I want, like, walk up, no elevator, I want lots of parking. I don't care if it's vacant, I don't care if it's shitty, but I want parking. Like, I want the kind of clients that have, like, a car, you know?
Yeah.
And then he's like, oh, well, I have another one for you. Do you want to meet up? So the realtor and I just walked through this. It was like Wednesday of like a couple days after we first started talking, after Franklin had introduced us. And like Thursday, Friday, maybe like, but a week later we had the deal locked up. And it was scary because I didn't have any money. I didn't know what I was doing. And my next largest property was a fourplex. So that was like quite intimidating.
Well, I remember that. Like it was like I think our second or third call. Yeah. Like I found a deal, 33 unit, and this is what we're doing. I'm like, okay, let's go, rock and roll.
Let's go. But so like deal flow, number one. Number two, position yourself as an expert and make sure you actually know what you're doing. Because there's a lot of people I see right now that I actually really used to look up to, and they were the experts to me. And now, like I asked them kind of basic questions about certain things, and they don't know the answer, and that's embarrassing.
Yeah.
Like, you got to know what you're talking about, what you're doing. So actually position yourself as an expert, but actually be an expert. And then number three, like just talk to everyone because it's a team sport. All of this is a team, right? So you have your crews here, but you have your property managers, you have your tenants that are your clients. That they're your pulse and your lifeblood too. So that's like the one part, but then on the other side you have investors that you can get ideas from, like talking to people randomly, like look at these shitty rats, right? Yeah. But going to Home Depot and picking up like a 10-foot section of fascia cover that's 6 inches long, covers it perfectly. I would never thought of that.
That's it.
Or I don't know, just different tips and tricks of how people are doing things, because everyone's got like different experience and background to bring to the table. So. I don't know.
Well, I love it. Like deal flow, number one, the return on investment on deals you don't do will always be zero. You need to get people bringing you deals as much as possible, But going back to position yourself as an expert, the only way you're going to be able to do that, and I say that to people all the time, get out there, start walking property, start doing this stuff. You can't just watch a YouTube video and think that you've learned something.
Yeah.
So you gotta have the experience. You gotta
be okay with that failure too.
Yeah.
Yeah. And some things aren't going to go well.
Yeah.
Whatever.
And then the last one I love, team. It's a team effort. It's a team sport, and that's why you're here, my friend.
Yeah, join the team. It was good. It was good.
That's good. Hey James, what do you got to say to our people? How can they find you?
Find me on Instagram. That's probably the best bet. If you're eating, probably don't watch some of my stories. James.Ferns, F-E-R-N-Z on Instagram.
Just for the sake, because we have you here, tell them about the machete house.
Okay, yeah. I got all the people asking about that one. Yeah.
Hey, listen, I know we resonated because we all have machete stories. You know what I mean? Like, Helene, she's behind the camera.
Samurai.
Game of Thrones.
Yeah, so bought this property. It was right beside another property that I have, so I was trying to collect land there. And I'm telling my girlfriend at the time, hey, we just got engaged, or fiance, I guess. We just got engaged.
She was here.
Yeah. I'll put you on title 50%. We're gonna have this house together, whatever, happy engagement. That was what I'm telling her, but in my head, I was like, I need to keep the title separate.
Yeah.
But and she knows that, of course. But 2-3 days later, my friend sends me a newspaper article, and he's like, dude, isn't this your property? And it says, London men arrested for machete attack. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And then, I got a call from the other tenants that are not macheted in the property. They're like, yeah, we don't want to live here anymore. There's blood everywhere. It's garbage, whatever. And then I go to look, and it's abandoned. All the tenants left and took all their stuff. And there's just blood everywhere. And the horror movies where they slash and the blood goes on the wall?
Yeah.
That's what it was like. And there's pools of freaking blood everywhere. It's disgusting. But yeah, so I'm trying to tear that building down. If the city of London will please just let me do it, that would be great. Working on demo permit, working on heritage, working on zoning right now. So got the site plan approval of going.
Well, you know what? You gotta, there is something to be said about people that want to take on challenges, because the risk is there, but also the reward is higher.
Yeah, hell yeah. If you solve the bigger problems, you'll typically make the bigger money. So.
That's it. All right, guys, so that's it. Reach out to James, reach out to us. I'm going to be doing a lot of interviews with a lot of our students. I love this. This today was this is a big treat for me, because we've been talking about this building for the past year, and now to see it in person, it's really incredible. All right, guys. Like always, Alfonso loves you, and we'll see you at the top. Yes, sir. You know how to stop the video?
Nope.
All right. Well, that was very anticlimactic.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to comment down below, subscribe, hit the bell to be notified the next time we're doing a video. And guess what? Like, share, dislike, I don't care! Let me see how that looks.